millions of snowflakes that are all different, but all have 6 sides. Snowflake investigation solved! Yay! Head to DarwinandNewts.com for more.
Hello and welcome to Midday News. I'm Jasmine Irjak. Individuals living in illegal settlements in NCD have been warned that if they don't behave and follow the law, they will be forcefully removed from the city and face consequences. The acting NCD Met Superintendent Mazuk Rubiang delivered this message to the residents of 8 Mile on Sunday during an open mediation concerning an incident that happened on October the 16th, where one man was killed and several others injured. While he acknowledged the difficulties that people in their home provinces face daily, relocating to the city in search of opportunities means they must abide by the country's laws. Rubiang said police records show that 8 Mile settlement has one of the highest recorded number of law and order issues, and police will come down hard on its residents, including enforcing evictions should residents there be occupying state land without proper titles. Families of over 20 households in Karkar Island's Kang Village of Madang Province have for more than a month been homeless after a group of people from Narer village burnt down their houses in a revenge attack on September the 16th, 2024. The Narer people were retaliating following the death of a male relative. The affected families also lost personal property and food gardens in the wave of destruction. Member for Sumkar, Alex Sunguman, has visited the affected area and initially provided 1,000 kina to the community to buy food and essential items. He called for community solidarity and support from other communities during this difficult time. Meantime, the government and local leaders are exploring long-term solutions to underlying issues that led to this conflict and plan a mediation and reconciliation ceremony. Madang police are aware of the situation on the island community. Suspects in both the killing of the Narer man and burning of Kang houses are yet to be apprehended. Transform teaching and learning to achieve quality education for all is the theme for the 22nd grade 12 and 55th grade 10 graduation ceremony for TBAB Secondary School in Madang Province on Sunday, the 20th of October. Parents, friends and family members came together to witness the graduation of 415 grade 10s and 236 grade 12 students in a show of support and celebration for outgoing students.
The pursuit of academic excellence finally concluded yet again for TBAB Secondary School's grade 10 and 12 graduating class of 2024. The students were encouraged to never stop learning. Deputy Principal Camillus Kavagu thanked parents for their unwavering support during the academic year, urging everyone to celebrate the end of one chapter and look forward to the new one in 2025.
These experiences have prepared you to face the future with courage and confidence. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember that education does not and here. Continue to seek knowledge, embrace new challenges, and strive for excellence in everything you do.
The students were encouraged to contribute meaningfully to society. Outgoing school vice captain Abigail Copy thanked school staff and parents for their mentorship, care, and love over the past 4 years at TBAB. She encouraged peers to press on no matter the circumstance life throws at them.
Life after high school is a jungle that none of us have been through. The trials that we go through, we're gonna be in it alone. So to all of you, have the courage to face whatever that comes in your way after this. And I know that we're all gonna be someone next year.
Acting education advisor and outgoing principal of TBAB Secondary School, Alphonse Igag, was acknowledged for his contribution in shaping and molding the school for over 13 years. Deputy Principal Kavagu said Igag's standards and mentorship have been a cornerstone in the school's success and reputation in the province. Mr. Igag shared that he would like to see the education system designed for deployment, meaning those who leave the formal education system still have a chance at being successful in life regardless. He added that some of the most powerful and successful people in the world did not graduate from higher institutions.
Sometime in future, a smart-thinking Papua New Guinean will design an education system that will be about deployment. We deploy ourselves. The world is really controlled by a few people who have not completed grade 12.
Mr. Igag also encouraged grade 10 students to enroll in the STEM program should they want to further their education overseas. He advised grade 12 students to never give up in breaking barriers, to plan their lives and have goals as guidance. Susan Oriape, TVWAN News.
The Climate Science Fair 2024, a key part of the Climate Change and Environmental Diplomacy project, funded in part by Germany under the banner Love Your Nature Park, Protect Our Biodiversity, is being held today, Wednesday, October the 23rd, 2024, at the Port Moresby Nature Park's main picnic area. Focusing on the theme Maintaining Healthy Ecosystems in Urban Areas, this all-day event brings together talented students from various schools. The fair provides a platform for students in grades 6, 7, 9, and 11 to showcase innovative projects addressing global climate challenges with an emphasis on sustainable solutions and climate resilience in urban environments. Teams of 4 students from different grades will present their projects to a panel of judges. All participants will receive their certificates and ribbons, while top performers in each grade will be awarded prizes. The Sunar agricultural sector is pleased to announce the successful completion of several key projects and initiatives. The Sunar agricultural sector is dedicated to supporting local communities and promoting sustainable agricultural practices. This was detailed in the latest report received from Sector Program Manager Karianne Yagao. The report highlights the following major developments, including the cocoa program, approved and funded by the Sunar District Development Authority at TBAB, the Rice Shed House project to strengthen the sector's capacity to meet the needs of local farmers for each community, rice milling machine and coconut program, Miak Station nursery project, and building materials shipment for the reconstruction at the site. In regional news, thousands of well-wishers have packed the Sydney Opera House forecourt for a chance to get a glimpse and maybe even briefly speak to the King and Queen. Their packed royal itinerary included meeting Indigenous and community leaders and even having a go cooking up a sausage sizzle at the Aussie barbecue.
Looking out on Sydney's iconic harbour, a wave to an adoring crowd. Since taking the throne, a walk among his subjects has become a staple of King Charles's public engagements. The thousands gathered outside the Sydney Opera House for a chance to see Australia's head of state. In the skies above, patriotism on display. Below, some had been brushing up on royal protocol.
Very excited. I've been practicing my curves.
Others dressed up for the occasion.
We were just, wanting to be a second king, I think, really.
The royal couple met with dancing students before taking part in an official fleet review inspecting 5 ships from the Australian Navy. All corners of the Sydney Opera House forecourt were packed this afternoon. For those who didn't get a chance to meet the royals in person, just catching a glimpse of the couple from afar was well worth the wait. The event, a much-anticipated highlight of a jam-packed schedule which had already been scaled back due to the King's health issues, ending with a flypast by the Air Force, a show of Australia's military might. In Parramatta, in Sydney's west, the King and Queen tried their hand at a great Australian pastime.
It's the barbecue sauce. It is no wonder, I think, that Sydney is world famous for its cuisine, whether it's smashed avo, a pav or a cab sav.
About 500 people gathered, proud to show off their community spirit.
I'm so excited, I'm overjoyed, and I'm over the moon.
I'm very excited today, yeah. There's a lot of activities going on. Some performances back there, we got sheep back there.
Dogs too, giving regional Australia the spotlight. First Nations leaders met with the King, while Queen Camilla visited food charity Oz Harvest, meeting crowds and a camera-shy parrot.
Can you say hello? Hello, Caesar. Caesar, say hello.
The Melanoma Institute Australia also receiving a visit.
And the treatment isn't too bad, is it?
A poignant stop for a royal family which has been touched by cancer more than once in the last year.
The King and Queen taken by Western Sydney's top tucker. The King was handed some tongs and clicked them in anticipation, and the Queen did the same before they set about making sure the top tucker cooked evenly, with Charles looking after the vegetarian option and his wife with the beef bangers.
Turning heads and sausages.
It's the barbecue sauce.
The King and Queen taken by some of Australia's top tucker.
It is no wonder, I think, that Sydney is world famous for its cuisine, whether it's smashed avo, a pav or a cab sav.
From cultural dances to culinary delights, 500 Western Sydney locals gathered in Parramatta Park to show off what the community does best.
I'm so excited, I'm overjoyed, and I'm over the moon.
I'm very proud of my group, and I never thought that we were going to get this far.
I'm very excited today, yeah. There's a lot of activities going on. Some performances back there.
Regional Australia also had its moment. A sheepdog trial was a highlight for everyone involved.
The dogs were focused on what they had to do, and it was great for them to be able to see that. It was a bit of a laugh for them.
He's got such a wonderful passion for sustainable agriculture, and he really puts his money where his mouth is.
First Nations leaders met with the King at the invitation-only event. You look gorgeous, I love the dress. While Queen Camilla visited food rescue charity Oz Harvest.
Absolutely. I'm the most prestigious member of the Order of the Teaspoon.
Workers, volunteers, politicians and even students had their chance to see the royal pair.
It was so nice and their hands were unbelievably soft.
Do you know what you're going to say to the King or Queen if you get the chance to speak to them?
I don't think so. My soccer teammate asked me to put in a good word for him, so maybe I'll do that.
There's a real feeling of excitement here at Parramatta Park today. The royal family have a long history with this region. For most people who've gathered here, it's their first time meeting the King and Queen. A memory-making moment for generations to come.
In sports, Papua New Guinea and favourites Tahiti on Tuesday recorded their first win against their opponents in dull and wet weather on day 1 of the OFC Beach Soccer Men's Nations Cup. Challenge in Honiara, Solomon Islands. In the opening match, tournament debutants PNG outclassed the Fijian team 8-6 to record their first ever win in Oceania Beach Soccer, which OFC has recorded as a remarkable beginning for the PNG boys. In the other match, Tahiti proved their dominance by winning 10-9 against Solomon Islands in an evenly contested match. The match was played down to the wire with Tahiti registering the final goal to win. In today's matches, Fiji will try to make amends after they lose to PNG, but it will be a tough stance against the favourites Tahiti. In the second match, PNG will look to register another win to their name, but are facing a tough Solomon Islands team, with the Sandy Challenge expected to be a thriller. Momentum builds up as countries vie for a spot in the Beach Soccer World Cup. And that ends the news update. Join us at 6 tonight for more news and sports.